They fought, they negotiated, they get leverages, but they never gave up. At that time they were only 10% of the world. A century ago, most of the world was colonized by the European powers. These colonial powers had control over almost 90% of the world. But against these powers there were few countries who successfully kept themselves away from the colonization. Let's open the pages of the history and get to know about 7 lesser-known countries who were never colonized. Number 1. Ethiopia. An African country, known for its poverty and crisis. But shockingly, Ethiopia was not colonized even when the European nations colonized nearly 90% of African continent. In 1868, King Tewodros of Ethiopia imprisoned several British subjects. Consequently, British forces invaded in a failed attempt to overthrow the king. In 1896, Ethiopia managed to defeat the Italian army in the First Italo-Ethiopian War. In 1935, Italian forces under Mussolini again invaded and, this time, occupied Ethiopia briefly and overthrew Emperor Haile Selassie. Emperor Selassie regained control at the end of World War II in 1941, and annexed the Italian colony of Eritrea in 1943. Number 2. Afghanistan. History shows this land remained under wars for years, but Afghanistan has never been colonized. Afghan military defeated the British Army in the First Anglo-Afghan War of 1839. British forces once again attempted to take control of Afghanistan in the Second Anglo-Afghan War, which lasted from 1878 to 1880. During this war, the Britain were able to negotiate control of the country's foreign policy while Afghanistan retained domestic control. In 1980s, Russians invaded Afghanistan, which resulted in a 10-year war. This time with the help of Pakistan and USA. Afghan drove USSR out of their country. This Afghan victory concluded with the fall of USSR. Then America and 40 other countries invaded Afghanistan in 2001. Since then there is a continuous war. Now Allied forces are planning to leave Afghanistan before the end of 2021. Number 3. Nepal. A small country in the Himalayas, known for Mount Everest. Interestingly, this small part of the world managed to be free from colonization. From 1814 to 1816, Nepali military forces fought in the Anglo-Nepalese War. The British East India Company, however, was able to gain control of approximately 30% of the territory of Nepal but could not hold it for longer. The geographic features of the country worked against invader and the mountains impeded British passage. Finally, British forces left the rest of Nepal as an independent state, creating a border zone for British India. Number 4. Japan. The land of the rising sun, robots, innovations and machines. In the 19th century, the government was aware of the threat of Western invasion and in response, it initiated the Meiji Restoration of 1868. This social and political reform readied the country to successfully defeat Qing China during the First Sino-Japanese War. When Russia later attempted to invade, Japanese forces were ready and won the Russo-Japanese War of 1905. During World War II, the country took advantage to annex Korea and Manchuria, becoming itself a colonial power. Number 5. Thailand. The land of beaches, wildlife, food, Buddhist temples, nightlife and shopping. This is the only Southeast country that was never colonized by Europeans. During the 19th century, Thailand was known as the Kingdom of Siam. King Chulalongkorn of Siam worked to adopt several European customs and became interested in European technology in an attempt to prevent colonization. His diplomatic efforts helped the king influence the British-French relationship in his favor, preventing the majority of his kingdom from falling under European rule. Number 6. Bhutan. This country is located in the Himalayan mountain range. 72% area of the country is forest, which is one of the large biodiversity places in the world. This small country has never been colonized. 3 major powers tried to invade Bhutan. One was Tibet, second was again Tibet but with help of Mongols, and third one was Britain. But no one ever succeeded. From 1772 to 1774, the British military fought and gained control of some insignificant areas of the Kingdom of Bhutan but could not make the country its colony. Number 7. Iran. A country which is still under many sanctions, land of crude oil, once known as Persia, and today's Islamic Republic of Iran. In the 19th century, both British and Russian forces were interested in controlling present-day Iran. During that time the vast majority of Iran was under the Qajar dynasty, which had borrowed money from European banks. Unable to repay, the British and Russian governments came to an agreement that they would control and share Persian revenues. While Iran never agreed to this condition, it did have to sign some trade agreements with the powers. There are always lesser-known yet significant achievements which popular visions tend to forget. We will keep highlighting those lesser-knowns. For more surprising lesser-known stories, stay connected. Thank you for watching. Please give your feedback and comments below in comment section. We hope you will consider subscribing our channel. Bye bye.